Hey there, I'm your master cosmologist and the head cheerleader to the stars. I am going to be talking to you today about Black Moon Lilith at 2 degrees of Scorpio. I've been doing a little Black Moon Lilith series as she entered Scorpio. I thought it would be really interesting to read into what each degree is bringing up for the collective. And yeah, so we're going to look into her movement to 2 degrees of Scorpio, which actually happened yesterday, but yesterday was a shit show. And so here we are doing it today. I couldn't even make this up if I tried. I took out the two decks that I'm working with. The first is the Halloween Oracle, and the second is The Universe Has Your Back, which I haven't touched this deck in ages, and it's a weird combination, but I get drawn to what I get drawn to. But I was taking the Halloween deck out, and I noticed the deck bottom Mercury leave Pisces. It leaves Pisces by tomorrow, y'all. This is crazy. That in and of itself is a big deal energy that we're working through right now. My head is literally throbbing. It's pulsing. I feel like I have no brain. I don't know how I'm actually talking right now, but I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this. So here we go. This is the card at the bottom of the deck. Vampire emotional intelligence. Guys, 2 degrees of Scorpio is this card up, down, left, right, and sideways. 2 is Cancer energy, and with Cancer and Scorpio combined, so you have Black Moon Lilith, who is the dark feminine, in the sign of Scorpio, which is the dark elements, things that go bump in the night, all our fears, all the harder, scarier, darker, evil, Scorpio things. And then at 2 degrees, that's a Cancer degree, which is emotions. What she is bringing up for us right now is to really protect our juice, our juicy juice, and not let anyone steal our juicy juice any longer. It's putting up the strongest boundary ever against moochers. And moochers is the word I'm hearing most specifically. When I saw this card, I was like, oh my goodness. Cancer in its detriment can be extremely needy, extremely clingy, extremely codependent, very, very like a barnacle you can't get off. It won't let go of you. And with that vampire quality of Scorpio, it is an emotional vampire. This is where you get things like emotional blackmail. This is where you get emotional manipulators, where you get people using their emotions to hijack others, and also where you would see things like emotional charge being used as a weapon. Think like media and sensationalism, that type of thing. But essentially, what I think is happening here, first thing off the bat, is we're putting up a really strong boundary. We're going to feel these things. It's going to feel icky. You're going to feel gross. You're going to feel tired. You're going to feel like it's not charging your battery and it's draining you. It's going to be so recognizable for the next, let's see, how many days is she here? Where is she? There she is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So about a week. She'll be at 2 degrees for about a week, which it seems like she's taking about a week through each degree. But yeah, in about a week, you'll have a really hard, impenetrable force field against certain things. You will recognize the patterns, you'll recognize the people, you'll recognize the feelings, and you'll be thumping it. Like, you can't have that energy. You can't have my juice anymore. You cannot suck me dry. You can't drain me. And any ways that we've fallen prey or victim previously to emotional blackmail or emotional manipulation, that is ending right now as well. Let's get another card. Oh, I did get the word coven for this degree, where it's the containment of, how do I want to say this? I'm going to read Coven. Coven is a group or gathering of witches who meet regularly. It is also a secret or close-knit group of associates. So I'm feeling like there's this initiation of close-knit secret societies and groups of associates with a common goal that are going to start meeting in private. Covens. Covens in the ovens is kind of what I'm getting here. I don't think I'll say anything more on that. It's just there's some stuff happening on the down low. People are feeling called to meet, not in secret like dubious or evil. I'm talking in private. Like, some things just need to be kept on the down low. Not everything needs to go onto social media or be aired out publicly. This is some stuff that needs to be kept quiet. Yeah, let's put it that way. There's no need to blab it out. Blubber, blubber, blubber with that 2 degrees there. All right, what else wants to come through with Black Moon Lilith at 2 degrees? Okay, I'm being told to go with it. These. What is this deck? The universe has your back. That's what it was. It says, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive the sphere through the eyes of the teacher of love. I like this. I feel like this is saying that feelings that used to terrify us, feelings that used to spook us, things that we once got paralyzed and just bogged down by, they've been called to the light. And when they arise, they aren't going to have the same effect on us any longer. We're going to be able to identify it. Oh, I see you. You can shine a spotlight on it. And if it still evokes certain feelings in the body, this is where you apply love, where you come into that the wisdom keeper within the teacher, where you can be like, okay, remember, this always comes up for you whenever you do XYZ. This is how we can move beyond it. Do you need to sit down for a minute? Do you need to rest? Do you need to have a cookie? Do you need, it's okay to nurture yourself when those things arise. So the indicator here is that there will be some feelings that spook you. And the way that it reads is, at this point, they're old haunts. They're old taunts. And they might just come up to say boo a few more times to see if they're going to have the same effect on you, but that's where you apply the self-love. That's where you say, I'm not afraid of you anymore. That's where you take a time out for 5 minutes and calm down and then resume. It's like that type of energy, that kind of emotional processing. Yeah, I really feel like we're going to experience some old haunts, some old sensations in the body that maybe you thought you'd cured, that you'd healed, that you've moved beyond. I'm almost saying expect them in the next week. Just expect them. Count on them. I'm feeling called to pull another one of the Oracle Universe Has Your Back cards. And I can't shuffle. My hand is doing some purging, clearing BS. So it hurts to shuffle right now. What else wants to come through with Black Moon Lilith, 2 degrees of Scorpio? It is really hard to shuffle like this. Ah, there we go. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I am being guided. I'm really pulled to the word trust because Scorpio does involve trust. Ooh, I like how I just went Lilith. I'm going to keep the card here and rock my dark Lilith hair and my dark Lilith goth look that I just took on. Yes, trust. I do feel like there's going to be this nice, how do I want to put it? This nice sense of, wow, I hear my internal compass. I hear my internal guidance. I hear the niggles. I hear my own intuition, and I can now trust it because your emotional intelligence has gotten so honed that it can tell now what's a real danger and what's just a perceived danger or what's just evoking a certain response or certain emotion from you. Two very different things can evoke the same emotional response, even though they're so unalike. You know, it feels like when you feel those same feelings, you'll be able to be like, oh, well, this one's really a danger, and this one is just my mind running away with itself, or me being scared of nothing, or me presuming or assuming, leaning into, because you've gotten so good at telling one emotion from another, knowing what's a real threat. You know, you can trust now. You can trust that internal voice, that inner magic, all of the intuitive hits that you get instead of self-doubting any longer. All right, let's go with one more Halloween card, and that is feeling pretty complete. The veil, the future. Oh my goodness, I'm hearing Imagine Dragons. I can do it with my eyes closed. Turn out the lights. I love that. It feels like the intuition is so spot on. It's so honed. You've gotten so freaking talented and skilled at it. You literally could do this with your eyes closed. You could just feel the energy. You could feel your way through the dark. You could feel your way in a crowd and be like, you're a danger. You're a creeper. You're cool. Your vibe's amazing without even having to look at their face. That's what I get here. That's power. That is a superpower. It almost feels like she's a superhero, a superheroine with her mask on there. It's like she's not trying to hide her identity. She has honed her bloodhound skills so thoroughly that she has become the bloodhound. She can sniff you out without having to see a darn thing. You better watch out for Black Moon Lilith at 2 degrees. She's a bloodhound. She's a bloodhound and she can smell you a mile away. She can sense you a mile away. All right, guys, that's what I've got for you today. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Bye.